guys, welcome back to This Old Kitchen. Well, today we are doing, don't think I've done it before in depth and detail. My oldest daughter, one of her favorite things is pinto beans, refried beans, but not really refried, but refried. So kind of a cross between a refried, a borracho, and a borracho, or borracho, I can't pronounce it, and a bean. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of show you, aka her, how to make these, since she is officially on her second apartment, I think, and she is stealing my crock pot. So she's got my big crock pot. I made her a big pot last week week before when she moved in, and I'm giving her my smaller crock pot. So I'm gonna go over there tomorrow with a full pot of beans for her, so she has those. So I'm just gonna kind of show you what I do and show her what I do with them. Super easy, super just like there's no thought process into it whatsoever. So it's a pretty easy recipe. But I hope you guys follow along, and you can add, you can take out, you can do whatever you want to make it your own. You can add more liquid to make it more of a borracho bean. You can put less liquid in, whichever you want. But these are kind of the key things that really just over the years that I've made them they've just turned out really, really good. And you're going to have batches that don't turn out good. There are going to be times, there have been times I've been like too much on my mind, too much on my plate that I don't remember what I do. My kids and my husband tease me all the time saying that, you know, don't tell mom it's good, because if you tell her it's good, she's going to change the recipe again. So, but that is what cooking is. So I hope you guys follow along. And Emily, I hope you follow along so you know how to make them from now on. All right, here we go. All right, so I've got my little pot here. My beans have been soaking for 24 hours. See all that? I don't know if you can see, if I can tilt it. That bean juice. We're going to dump all of that out. Because we want our beans clean, you always rinse them beforehand. And I typically, depending on the size of the pot and depending how many beans, how much beans you want to use, I'm usually about 3 cups of dried pinto beans. So you let that soak for 24 hours. You can let it soak longer if you want, however you want. What I do with this is I do a half chicken stock, half water. Now this is chicken stock that I made. It's actually chicken soup that I made a week ago. I put it in my fridge. I wasn't feeling well, so I made it. So I left my vegetables in there, but I'm going to strain those out because I'm going to use those later. Now you can use homemade chicken stock, or you can use chicken stock from the grocery store, whichever you want. And obviously it's going to be seasoned. I don't put any salt in my beans until the very end, just because I feel like the beans don't open up and soften as quickly. All right. Actually, I think I'll give this to the chickens. Well, they won't eat the onions, but... All right. Okie dokie. And I typically will put it just to the top, but because she likes them kind of in between soupy and not soupy, I'll usually cover the beans a little bit more than normal. I am going to put in some cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper will give you that spice, but it's a back end, more of a smoky type flavor in your beans. So I just put a couple sprinkles. And then cumin. Cumin is a must. I put about a teaspoon of cumin. And then I also put in a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Now I already have obviously my chicken stock in there that was homemade, but I like that extra flavor. No salt. And then a ham steak. You can use bacon. You can use a ham bone, which I traditionally use, but I can't find ham bones here in Colorado unless I go to the butcher, and the butcher is too far away for me. So I will use just a ham steak with the bone in it. So this one's got the bone. Again, anything that you want, or omit it and don't put it in, whichever you like. And I have traditionally done in the past where I've been in a time crunch and I have put the ham in there frozen. You can do that as well. So we're just going to get that all in there, and that is it. Close it, set it, and I'll put it on low for however long you want. I've actually put this in for 2 days and then just gradually added more water if I needed water, whatever. But you literally can set this and just walk away, come back in 2 days, and obviously watch it because you don't want it to burn, but the taste just gets better and better. And that's it. That's all you do. So Emily, now you know. Okay, so at this point the beans have been in there. It's 5:45, so they've been in there for about 8 hours. I'm going to go in and just break the ham up and really just get it mixed in. They're still super watery. Beans are tender, but not quite where you want them to be. And so we're going to let this go for another 10, 12 hours, but it's looking good so far. All right, so there's your beans. We're going to let them cook. They've been in for about 12 hours now. We're going to let them cook another 12 hours and they'll be totally done.